Carlos Takam. I'm rocking with Lady Shan in the building.
In the building. Ra, 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 ra.
Ra, 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 ra.
Hey guys. Well. Sorry, Lady Shan has not been in the building, but I'm back in the building. Man, sometimes, women's, at a specific time of the month, things happen and, it's not all good for them. And I'm one of them, I'm afraid. Shit gets cancelled. If the world's coming to an end, then I let it happen and let it come to an end. I'm sorry, but I am back on the ball. We will be having a weekly wrap-up shiggity show on Monday. But what I want to talk about is the countdown to AJ Ngannou. Joshua Ngannou is fast approaching in 2 weeks, in T-minus 14 days. That came quick. Now, I just want to shed my thoughts on the matter. You guys can, tell me what you think in the comments down below. Of that card. Now, I've seen everybody talking about, this is such a tough fight for AJ. Every AJ fight is a tough fight for AJ. And I don't know if he can win it. I'm just wondering when anybody's going to say, straight up, AJ is going to beat this guy. I have seen people say it, but it always seems to be every fight that AJ takes. If he loses, it's curtains for him. It's the end. We don't know if we got the old AJ. Now, we don't know if we got the old AJ, but we've definitely seen an improved AJ. And I was watching some of his knockouts. Go over to my Instagram at LadyChann. And I was looking at some of his, I posted some of his knockouts. So they had like Pulev. I forget one of the earlier ones in his career. And also there was Povetkin, which he actually had scarlet fever on that for that fight, which he knocked and stopped. I think Povetkin in round 7. It was the almighty Klitschko where AJ was down, I think round 6 or something, and then he mustered his way to a round 11 stoppage, which was pretty impressive. Now, me saying that to say this is that me watching those fights and the fights recently, granted, the fight with Jermaine Franklin was slightly underwhelming, but it was AJ coming back off back-to-back losses, but arguably the number 1 heavyweight that we've got, definitely technically in the division, as in Alexander Usyk. So he was a little rusty. I get it, I got it. Then he went on for, which people don't give credit, for a switch up like 6 days before he was going to fight, which was going to be Dillian Whyte that he popped. So what happened? Hellenius, aha. And it wasn't aha because he popped dirty afterwards. Just a little sidebar. Why does everybody need to be popping dirty when they're fighting Anthony Joshua? But yet they're supposed to be, Anthony Joshua's washed and he's not that guy. But yeah, everybody needs to take drugs to try and beat him. Ain't that funny? So anyway, Hellenius, he gets knocked out in round, what was it, 7 or 9, guys? You tell me. My memory is failing. And that was a good performance, considering that he was training for weeks for someone that was a come forward fighter like Dillian Whyte that was 260 odd pounds. There's a difference, a total different fight style, and everybody yet decided to compare it. Oh, but Wilder didn't. Yeah, he was Wilder's sparring partner, and I mean current sparring partner, because they all spar each other. So what I saw there was a bit of a different AJ. Then I'll bring it on to Otto Wallin. Now, Otto Wallin, southpaw, AJ already beat him twice on points back in 2010. The AJ that I saw for that was methodical. I was getting a bit impatient. You can check out my live. I was like, what is he doing? But it was methodical. It was a breakdown. He was honing in on the body and then upstairs, but honing in on the body and then upstairs. and his lead foot was always on the outside of Otto Weilin's lead foot, which is very important. His footwork was great, but he added some strings to his bow, is what I've noticed, that the beast came out and he battered Otto Weilin. No if, no buts, no maybes, and made Otto Weilin for the first time in his career be stopped and retire basically on the stool, no mas. So I can see the differences with AJ now, and he doesn't want to just go in and bum rush fighters, because he said that's not gonna fare well for him. And I get it, I got it, when you're fighting big lads. So what I'm assuming is that he's going to take that same methodical approach with Francis Ngannou. I don't know if it's going to be a stoppage. I don't know if it's going to be a points win. I'm going to come with my official prediction for sure, as we do this AJ countdown. But just keep that in mind, what AJ's done, the style that he's done, the style that he showed us, was it shown? Showed? I don't know. You know, imagine I did get a B in English language at GCSE. I don't know, it's gone to pot. But what he's shown us, and it's going to be an interesting fight, because Francis Ngannou literally looked really good against Tyson Fury, Styles Mates fights. I've always thought Tyson Fury is a tad bit overrated, if I'm going to be honest. He hasn't fought nobody. He hasn't. And anybody wants to challenge me on that, I'm ready to go toe for toe on you for that, because, you know, I am undefeated and undisputed in these YouTube boxing streets, you know. And resistance is futile. So Ngannou looked impressive with Tyson Fury. Yes, he did. Now, coming up with a golden Olympian, somebody that's fundamentally sound, good footwork, versus Ngannou he's got good footwork, but he's slow. His hands are a little slow as well, but he can take a lick. But you took a lick from Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury's been never known as a puncher. Don't get it twisted with all this Deontay Wilder, because he stormed through a 209-pound, really cruiserweight. It doesn't really say much. It's like a brick going through a matchstick. Line up a brick and put a matchstick lined up and throw a brick on it and see what happens to the matchstick. That's the same thing. Okay? So I think also we don't know what Ngannou is going to look like being hit by somebody in 8-ounce gloves. Or is it 8-ounce gloves? Or are they in 10 ounces for the heavyweights? 8, 10. And how his chin is going to be tested by somebody that can punch as big, as hard as AJ. So, so that's going to be the ultimate test for Francis Ngannou. Can he take a punch like that? Yeah, we saw him take an elbow from from Fury, and then, calm as a bitch. Because, the elbow reached his eye, the elbow, delayed the fight, and the fight left the boot. But I mean, yeah, it's rescheduled May 18th anyway. I digress. But, so we'll see. And there's a lot to, I guess, to unpack as we see. We're going to watch, I guess there's going to, another press conference or two. The weigh-in's going to be interesting to see because Francis Ngannou is a big lad, solid lump, 280 pounds of solid muscle. And we'll see if AJ decides to come in. He's been coming in quite a lot in the 250s bracket. So I would assume that he stays there, for his own sake. You don't want to go, be 250, be 255 max. Like he was with Carlos Takam. He was quite heavy there. I think it was one of his heaviest. But we shall see. So I just wanted to bring that from me to you, from you to me. Eve dares, Rodders. Eve dares. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's Lady Shan. No less. Come box with Shan. Gan. Yeah, we're going to see if there's a knockout and everybody's soul leaves the booties in. Gan.